Drea here. So today I'm doing something I've never done before, and so I'm a little bit excited about it. Now, I've seen a lot of people do this kind of video. Kristen Game does it, Miss Holly Berries does it, and I think the first person who ever came up with this was It's Kirsten, so I'm gonna link her below. But this is not my concept, but it is a fun concept and something I've been wanting to do for a long time. So basically what I'm doing is I'm going back to an old haul I did, and I'm gonna tell you what I thought about each item in that haul. And a lot of people have cute names for these that they've come up on their own. I have been racking my brain. I have no cute name. So if you guys can think of a cute name for me, please leave it in the comments below. I would really appreciate that. Okay, so we are going back to October 3rd, 2015, so it's 8 months ago. So here is the concept behind this type of video. A lot of the time you're gonna see these kinds of products come up in a favorites video or in a tutorial or in some other kind of review. But a lot of items get swept under the rug and they get forgotten about, or maybe they're just middle of the road and so I've never really talked about them. So this way I get to review all this stuff for you guys and tell you what I thought. Maybe I didn't even use any of it. And then you get kind of a better understanding of what it is. So, okay, I think that is a long enough introduction. Let's get into it. So I will link the original video below. Now this was not only my first haul, but it was my first ever video on YouTube. So it was very long-winded. I think I have since learned how to condense my thoughts a lot better. But there's a lot of stuff here and I don't want this video to be as long as that one was. So I'm gonna try to go through it pretty quickly. Okay, first thing in that video was this Buxom customizable eyeshadow palette. And so this is the one where you can pick all the colors yourself that you know you want to pick. And I did pick some very pretty colors. I don't know why I absolutely never use this. I think I have used this maybe twice and I never ever use it. And it's actually not a bad mix of colors. There's two mattes, one good transition, one nice kind of dark chocolate brown, and then a lot of nice shimmery colors in there. So I think I did a pretty good job picking colors. I don't know why I never use this. Like, Buxom shadows are actually pretty nicely pigmented, soft, nice shadows. I just never use it. So I think the problem is over the last year I have bought so many eyeshadow palettes that I have trouble like getting to know any one of them. So yeah, I need to make an effort to use those. Okay, next thing in that haul was these two glosses from Urban Decay. I have actually talked about these glosses quite a bit. I love them. So these are the Revolution glosses, I think. And High Color Lip Gloss. Yeah, Revolution. So these two colors, and I've got another one since then, but this is Fail Bait and this is Liar. I still don't know what Fail Bait means. Can somebody tell me? This is kind of an everyday pink. Look how pigmented these are. That's why I love them so much. Not only are they pigmented, but they really wear a long time and they're nice and glossy as well. There's the nude. Like, look at how pigmented that is. So I love these. I don't know how long they're going to be around for because Urban Decay has redone their entire lipstick line. There's no longer any Revolution lipsticks anymore. So I don't know about the glosses, how long they'll be around for, if they're going to get revamped as well. I have no idea. Next thing in the haul was this Christian Dior lipstick. This is the Dior Addict Extreme in 316 Incognito. I have used this quite a bit, but in retrospect, this was not a good purchase for me because for such an expensive luxury lipstick, it's so middle of the road, like in terms of color. It's just a nude. It's just a straight up everyday nude, which is nice, but it does not wear a really long time. And for something like this, I don't know. I love the packaging. It's so luxe, but I don't think these are really a good purchase at all, to be honest. They just don't really wear that long. The formula is very light. It just does not last. So like if I put this on my lips, it would last maybe 20 minutes and then be gone. So I actually kind of use this more like a lip balm than I do as an actual lipstick, and it's actually pretty good for that. This one here, this is a Chosungah 22 dual lip tint and gloss. So this is the tint and this is the gloss. It's like a double-sided thing. This is very, very, very red. I'm not gonna swatch it because it'll stain my my hand, but the applicator is actually very nice on this, and I think the tint is beautiful. So if you like lip tints, you would like this. The problem with this is the gloss side. Now this gloss is super glossy, feels great, it feels very kind of glassy. The applicator is the problem. It is super hard, and I've heard people say, well, you just have to like bend it and get it to work and then it'll work, but it's so like, it feels like you're jabbing yourself in the mouth with a needle. So I do not like that, although the gloss itself is pretty nice. So something from that haul that has turned into one of my holy grail, absolutely adore it products is this foundation. It's the Lancome Tint Miracle Lit From Within makeup, and it says right on it, natural skin perfection effect. And I do think this is super natural finish. It's very like, it is lit from within, like it gives you a glow, but it doesn't look like oily or wet or like anything like that. It's just, it's got a nice soft kind of demi matte finish. It's very light, a little goes a very long way. I love this. I know a lot of people love the Tint Idol, which I've never tried, but for me, like, even though this is not marketed towards super oily people, this just works so well for me, and I am super oily. So I think it works well for dry skin people too. Like, I don't know, it's just one of those that works on a lot of people. My shade is Ivoire 4N. I love this. You should go get a sample of this from Sephora. Okay, next is this Nars single eyeshadow. This is in the shade Callisto. This is from their dual intensity line. I do not like these. I think the formula is not good. It's so hard to get any color on your brush. When you swatch them, they are absolutely beautiful. You know, like, look at that. It's gorgeous. But you can't really get that intensity to translate. Now, I've tried it wet and dry. I tried multiple different brushes. The only thing I have not tried really is using my finger, but at the same time, I don't really like using my finger for eyeshadow, except for maybe like just patting something on the middle. I don't want to be like trying to get it all over my eyelid, you know, it's just not for me. So these are not my favorite. I know a lot of people love them. I just can't get it to work, so that is a big disappointment. But this product, I just put it in my body, forgot it, because I guess I hauled it in that haul and then didn't touch it for months, but I did use it all of last month. And I adore this. So this is the Translucent Crystal Light Reflecting Setting Powder. And it's just like a translucent powder, you can see, but it's just got a wonderful finish. Like, it settles, it mixes really well with many different concealers, many different foundations. You know, I find a lot of powders and different face products do not work all that well together, and sometimes it's like, kind of like, you have to concoct, you know, something that works right, because some powders just don't work with certain foundations. This one works really, really well. I think it is great for baking as well, especially under your eyes. It was fantastic for, like, you know, helping me with any creasing issues and stuff like that. But I just loved it. I used it all over my face just as a general setting powder as well. Love. Okay, these two things, yeah, okay, I have mixed feelings. This is the Urban Decay Brow Tamer Gel, and then this is the Urban Decay Brow Beater Microfine Pencil. Let's talk about this one first. So this is actually not a bad product. It's got a really good spoolie, very similar to the Anastasia Brow Wiz, whoop. And again, very similar on the other side. It's the little brow pencil. This one is in the shade Neutral Brown. This has since dried up because I have not used it, because it's just not the right shade. The actual product is really good. Like, it does do the exact same thing as an Anastasia Brow Wiz, but then again, it's the same price. So if you love the Brow Wiz, I wouldn't necessarily say switch. Why would you? It's the same price. But I like the packaging. I think the product is great. I'm actually gonna put this in my empties because it's all dried up. But I did go out and buy a different shade of it. So this is the Brow Beater in Dark. And I haven't opened it yet. In fact, I actually kind of forgot I had it until this because I had it in my backup drawer. So I hope this one has not dried out, but I don't think it would because I haven't used it yet. So I'm gonna bust into that and start using that shade. I think that shade will be better. I did test it in the store. This thing I do not like. Do not like it. This is, like I said, the Brow Tamer. This brush is just not conducive to getting brow gel on. It's just so messy. Like, it doesn't really fit all that well, and because this end is tapered, you kind of have to like angle it to get your front brow hairs. It doesn't make a lot of sense to me. The color on this was actually okay. The whole time was okay. I just hate the applicator, and you know what? I'm gonna put this in my empties too because I'm just gonna get rid of it. It's just not good for me. Okay, next two things. This Makeup Forever Pro Bronze Fusion bronzer. I still don't know what the shade name is on this, you guys. Like, they're all numbered and it's like rubbed off, but I think it is the lightest one. I think it only comes in 2 or 3 shades. I don't know how to feel about this. This is really good for just a general warming up of your skin in a very, very, very subtle way. In retrospect, maybe I should have got like a darker color, but this is not terrible. It's slightly warm. It swatches better than it picks up on a brush. A brush, it doesn't really pick up all that well. I haven't used this in months. I used it a lot when I first got it, but I haven't used it in a long time, and I feel like I kind of need to use it again to kind of get a better feeling for it again. But it's definitely not my favorite bronzer. This Becca Wild Honey blush is beautiful. It is very natural. It is one of those shades that almost functions like a bronzer or contour blush. You know, some blushes, they give you kind of a lift to your cheeks even without contouring. And this is that kind of blush. So I really like that. It's super long wearing and it's very, very, very soft. So I really like it. I'm probably about as dark as you could go to get away with this. So it's not for all skin tones, but it is a very pretty blush. I mean, Becca blushes are just beautiful. One of my favorite products of all last year was just these shadows in general. These are the Kat Von D Metal Crush eyeshadows, and this color is gorgeous. It's in the shade Synergy. These are just about the softest things you'll ever touch makeup wise. I mean, they are just incredible. And look at that pigmentation and the color and they're just gorgeous. So if you haven't ever tried these, they have my 100% seal of approval. I absolutely adore these shadows and this color. I mean, if you like browns. I picked this little guy up off of eBay. This is a Victor and Rolph Bon Bon perfume, and I love this perfume, but this dispensary situation is not good, so I hardly ever use it. It's just got like the tiniest little hole, and there's no spritzer, and so you kind of have to, like, you know, and it doesn't really come out all that well, so I hardly ever use this, even though this is one of my absolute favorite perfumes of life. And like, the packaging is just so pretty. You know, I kind of feel like I need to just bite the bullet and get a big one with a sprayer on it, because I do love this perfume and I hardly ever use this one just because of the way it works. The next two things are Urban Decay lipsticks. Like I said before, they have revamped their entire lipstick line, so you can't actually buy these anymore, but I'm not really sure how it works because I have kind of looked at the color names and like the preview on Sephora, and these colors you can buy in their new packaging. So I know they say they came up with 100 new colors, but did they really just repackage some and then add some new ones? I think that might be what they did. So if that is the case, then I would recommend both these colors. They're awesome. So this is the matte Stark Naked, and this is just a really nice neutral. It's an awesome formula. It wears really, really well. It wears for a very long time and does not wear away easily. I really like that one. This one is one of my favorite lipsticks ever. This is Rush. This is just the regular Revolution lipstick in Rush. I mean, I've used a lot of it. I think you could see there. And I have a lot of lipsticks, so you know, that's saying something. So there's Rush. It's just a beautiful everyday pink. That one there. Love it. This Revlon Color Stay Whipped Foundation, when I first got it, I used it a couple times and I kind of liked it. But then in the last month or two, recently anyway. I put it in my Bought It Forgot It because I hadn't used it in a very long time, and I wanted to really get a sense of what this did. And for oily skin people, I do not think this is a good foundation for oily skin people. It really did not stay on my skin. It transferred off onto anything it touched. Like if I was wearing sunglasses, it was all over the bridge of the sunglasses. Like, this was not good. And of course I always set my foundations, you guys know that. So this not good for me. I think that's way more in the range of dry skin people. Urban Decay Naked Palette, love it. Beautiful colors, love this palette. Again, I have so many palettes. This is such a stupid first world problem. I have so many palettes, I can't use them ever. But really. So I've thought about doing like a month of palettes where I use a different one every day. Let me know what you guys think about that. I don't even know how I would make that into a video. Maybe like a vlog style. I don't know. But again, like I don't, why is there hair in there? I don't use this all that often because, you know, I'm just trying to use everything. This Urban Decay 24/7 Glide On Eye Pencil in Desperation. This is gray. Just actually a really nice pigmented kind of slate gray color. I just don't use it. Like I don't have occasion to wear gray eyeliner all that often. And honestly, today I did bottom liner, but I don't do that very often either. I tend to like to leave my bottom just blank because I feel like it opens my eyes up a lot more, makes them more brightened. And plus eyeliner doesn't stay on my water lid anyway. So I do like that, but I just never use it. Okay, two more lipsticks. Hairs. These are two Essence lipsticks. I love Essence lipstick. I highly, highly, highly recommend it. They are so affordable. These are like $3.50 each. They're very creamy. They're long lasting. The formula is really great. So this is number 12, Blush My Lips. Bright pink. I mean, I don't wear it that often because it is very, very, very bright, but I do like it. And this one I like a lot too, 04 on the Catwalk, which I think is a little bit more wearable. It's leaning towards red, but it's not quite. So I really like that one as well. This is what I'm wearing today. I've got a gloss over top of it, but this is what I'm wearing. This is CoverGirl. I don't know what the actual line of lipsticks is called, but it's 265 Romance Mauve. And it's just a very beautiful, everyday, neutral pink. I really like this formula. It is long wearing. It is very comfortable. I think this is a great option from the drugstore. I find the Maybelline ones, I don't love all of their formulas. Like I hate the matte ones, which we'll get into in a second. But I like they're vivid. So, but the CoverGirl ones I think are very under the radar. Like you don't really hear people talking about them a lot, and I think they're great. Okay, a couple things I got rid of. The Rimmel Kate lipstick, number 17. I like the color. I just realized that I hate the smell of Rimmel lipsticks. I hate them. They make me sick. Can't deal. I just can't deal. And then two of the matte Maybelline lipsticks, Lust for Blush and Touch of Spice, which are very, very popular shades. People love them. But in that matte formula, for me, I find that they bunch together and they do this weird thing where the product kind of bunches, and I hate the texture of those. So got rid of those in my declutter. And the next thing was the John Frieda Brilliant Brunette shampoo and conditioner, which I still have. I didn't want to go upstairs and get it from my bathroom, but I used about half the bottle and then I have kind of put it away because I found that that particular shampoo and conditioner really kind of weighed my hair down, and I had to wash my hair more often with that, and I didn't find that it did anything to brighten up my brunette. Like I didn't feel like it was doing anything awesome for that sacrifice. So I have put it away. I will probably eventually finish them up, but for now I put them away. Okay, not too much left. I've got a couple Morphe brushes. This is the B79. This is kind of like a tapered small crease brush. When I first got this, it shed a lot. Like it shed all over my face when I was using it, which really peeved me off. But I think it's done better lately. Actually, no, I just pulled one out. But I hardly ever use this. Like I very, very, very rarely use this. I just find that I've found better blending brushes. So don't really like that one. But the Morphe M441, which is just like a nice fluffy blending brush, I love this brush. I bought one or two more of them, I can't remember, definitely one more, and I just love this for transition, for blending at the crease, for like just any kind of like blending that does not need to be so precise. This is a great brush. And then the blush brush, the E4. You guys, if you have any recommendations for your absolute favorite blush brushes, please, please, please let me know, because I have never really found a blush brush that I adore or that I love or that I feel like does an amazing job. This one I think is good. It's very, very good. Now, as far as I know, they've gotten, or they are getting rid of their elite line of brushes and they're bringing in new ones. So I don't even know if you can get this anymore, but I do think it's a good size for blush. I just find that it's maybe just a touch too dense for blush. Like, I like to use this and then blend it out with this e.l.f. stipple brush, because I just find that this does a better job blending than this does. So this is great for placing product, but is not great for blending product. So I do like this brush a lot. I don't love it. In that haul was my first ever order from Makeup Geek. These are all of my Makeup Geek shadows, but from that order it was just these two rows here. These ones up here are all the, what are they called? Duochrome? Actually, this one was from that haul as well. Okay, so these two rows here. I don't use them very often. And I know people love Makeup Geek shadows, and I know why. They're great quality. I just don't use them all that often, and I need to make a better effort to do that. So today I actually did use 3 colors. I used Peach Smoothie just in my transition, and then this one, Barcelona Beach, is actually really, really good crease color. And then I also used this one here, Homecoming, kind of in the outer third. Now, what's on the majority of my eyelid though is this new Bobbi Brown, well, new to me. I just got this yesterday, Burnt Sugar number 9. So that is mostly what's on my lid. But these all blend amazing. Loved them. I think they're great. I just don't, I don't know what it is with singles. I'm not great with using singles, so I just tend to reach for palettes more often. Okay, very last thing from that haul was all of these ColourPop Ultra Matte lipsticks. What to say about these? I never, ever, 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 ever wear them. Ever. I don't know. I mean, I bought them because of all the hype, people saying they're so amazing, but I don't think they're all that amazing. Like, I think the price point is great. I think the colors are beautiful, but they are ultra drying, and I feel like a lot of people on YouTube don't say that because this brand is so involved with the YouTube community that I think people are afraid to offend them. Or maybe people just are okay with having dry lips, and that's fine. Maybe dry lips don't bother you. I am really, like, personally, I am so much about texture when it comes to a lot of things in life, but definitely makeup, that I am very specific about my texture needs. And so I just can't deal with ultra dry lips. I cannot deal with it, and I hate it, and therefore I never use these. So I think in my next declutter they're probably gonna go. I just don't, I don't know. I always feel like I should try to use them, or maybe I should just wear them in videos, but I don't know, you guys. Like, the colors are gorgeous. This color, Mars, oh my gosh, this color is beautiful. It is like the most intense, vibrant pink. This color here, Solo, is just a beautiful everyday pink. This color here, First Base, kind of more of a bubblegum Barbie pink. And then, you know, you've got some nice darker neutrals. But, so the color selection, the price are all amazing, but I just don't like this texture. Now, I know they came out with the Ultra Satins, is that what they're called? But I just have never really, after buying that, have never really jumped back on board to ColourPop, because I just hate those so much that I just haven't wanted to. So there you have it. That's not really the nicest way to end the video. It's kind of a little bit disappointing, but it is what it is, just being honest. Okay, so there is my entire rehaul, you guys. I hope that wasn't too long. let me know if you like this idea and if you want me to keep doing them. Obviously, I have tons of hauls I can do these for, and you know, I'm not going to do them every week or anything. I was thinking maybe like once every 3 or 4 weeks. So let me know what you think, if you like that idea, and if you like this video, then don't forget to give it a don't forgive. And if you like this video, then don't forgive. I keep saying don't forgive. Don't. And if you like this, I'm just gonna laugh now. So if you like this video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up. And if you haven't yet subscribed, then please do so you can be notified of future videos. And that's it for today. So thanks for spending time with me, and I'll see you next time. Bye.